Vimbai worked in South Africa's telecommunications industry for nearly 13 years. He lost his job when the COVID-19 pandemic began and came back home to try his hand at a new profession.
Last year I managed to grow maize. I managed to grow maize. And this year I said, no, let me just try another crop like this tobacco. Also, I want to try to grow sugar beans and soya beans. I did my research, so I didn't want to go back and look for work again. So I think farming is gonna sustain me, even for my family, like what I was doing in South Africa.
Over the past 2 decades, Zimbabweans have left the country in droves in search of greener pastures. The government is undertaking reforms to address the long-running economic challenges. The impact of those efforts is yet to be felt by many here who are still attempting to make the journey across the border to South Africa using any means necessary. Thousands of Zimbabweans have recently been arrested for trying to enter South Africa illegally, including swimming across the Limpopo River.
I think that it's more risky to cross the border to South Africa because of xenophobia and all that. Understandable. But the risk is much higher of staying at home and struggling to survive. It's not like it's going to be easy in South Africa, but there is no hope. So the only hope they have is to try and cross the border and experiment a new life elsewhere.
Special permits for about 250,000 Zimbabweans in South Africa will not be renewed at the end of the year. Many of them will be forced to return.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough because life there in South Africa is totally different here in Zimbabwe. What I'm thinking for the government to do is like what happened to me. A telephone technician coming from South Africa retrenched again, and I managed to be one of the beneficiaries into farming. I think they have to initiate those farming skills. I think it's going to be better, and then they provide land for the people who are going to come back.
There is an already lengthy waiting list for farmland, so government may not be able to avail any, which means other opportunities for returnees to make a living will need to be created soon.